and gentlemen, welcome to RENEBOXYOUNG, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze and simply talk about the sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much for tuning into the premieres such as this, the lives, you know what I'm saying, the flash lives, the shorts, the comments you guys put there in the comment sections. Playback family, salute. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. You know what I'm saying? I thank you guys so much, and I express my appreciation towards each and every one of you. You know what I'm saying? Subscribers since day one, recent subscribers. If you're not subscribed, you know, RENEBOXYOUNG is a platform where we just love the sport of boxing. If you love the sport of boxing, go ahead and subscribe. Easy peasy, easy as that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to talk about this, man, concerning Lomachenko. I haven't pushed a video like this in a while, and I want to get back to this a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just mix it up a little bit. Concerning Lomachenko, man, you know, Lomachenko in the lead up to this wonderful bout, you know, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko for them undisputed titles, man. That undisputed, you know, spot. Definitely, as we know, Haney's been undisputed. That's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, and I've been saying for a minute, you know, that I think that Devin Haney and Lomachenko is a wonderful legacy fight. I think it's a lot better than Tank versus Ryan. Tank versus Ryan, you know, with all due respect, I think that's just more of like a commercial gig, you know what I'm saying? Big price fight, definitely. You know, it's going to be a fun fight too, though. But Devin Haney and Lomachenko, I think it's a lot more competitive, and great for, you know, those hardcore boxing fans. And casuals, I guess we can say also, but whatever, right? But it's a wonderful fight, man. I dig more Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. And I want to bring this out to you, man. I want to bring out what Lomachenko has said. Now, if you get the context of all this, okay, so, you know, Devin Haney and Lomachenko have been getting interviewed, you know, ever since the press conference they had. And, you know, Lomachenko, I pushed a short, you know, recently about it. Lomachenko, he, you know, a lot of people talked about it already, but, you know, in the context of this, of what we're going to talk about in this video, that, you know, he said that he's undefeated in his own mind, you know, that those who know boxing know that I'm undefeated or something like that, right? You know, his loss against Salido early in his pro career, and his loss against Teofimo Lopez. Now, it's funny because he was asked about Teofimo Lopez. He said, you know, he was asked, and link in the description of what we're going to see. We're going to just check the quote on what Lomachenko said, but he was asked, if he were to beat Devin Haney, right, would he go up to 140 and fight Teofimo for a rematch? Now, let's just check out this article. I want to show it real quick for you, man. We got it right here. Bam! Okay, so let's check it out real fast. I want to see, you know, I want you to see the quote. So we see here it says, he was asked about this whole thing, right, about going and rematching Teofimo Lopez. So he says here, quote, 135, everybody knows it's not my weight class. Okay, so that's the main focus of this. That's the main focus of what I want to talk about. And then he continues to say that he can't do 140. So in other words, what Lomachenko is saying that he won't move up to 140 to rematch Teofimo Lopez. Personally, I think that would be a nice fight, man. Him and Teofimo mixing up again, you know, rematching. But, you know, I don't think Teofimo's going to go down to 135 anymore. You know, his build or whatever. He has Josh Taylor, you know, that fight coming up, which is going to be a good fight, too. Josh Taylor versus Teofimo. It's going to be a great fight. But this is what I want to focus on, man. Lomachenko is saying that everybody knows that 135 is not my weight class. Now, check this out, man. We're seeing this a lot in the sport of boxing. This is my thing on it, okay? This is where fans come out and babysit their fighters, you know what I'm saying? Because when a fighter, this is a quick example. And I've been saying this for a minute concerning this circumstance, concerning this situation. Rigondeaux, when he went up and fought Lomachenko a long time ago, I forgot when the heck that was, but that was a long time ago, right? He got beat down, okay? He got beat down by Lomachenko. And a lot of people fans came to Rigondeaux's defense. Oh, you know, but, you know, yeah, he got beat up because Rigondeaux, that's not his weight class, and, you know, this and that. And then, you know, Mikey Garcia, he moves up to fight Spence. And a lot of people come to Mikey Garcia's rescue. Oh, well, you know, Mikey Garcia, that's not his weight class. You know, Spence was a bigger guy in 147 and blah, 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 you know. And now we got this case here with Lomachenko. And there are more examples, of course. There are more examples. Ryan Garcia talking about, you know, the whole freaking rehydration clause, schmaz, whatever, right? Talking about, you know, this is not, in other words, Ryan Garcia saying, you know, this is not my weight class, but hey, I'm taking the fight. And, you know, it seems like, this is what I'm getting at. Lomachenko saying the same thing now. And this gives fans, you know, the open door to babysit their favorite fighters, you know. So what Lomachenko's saying is this, man. If I lose to Devin Haney, this is not my weight class anyway. So, you know, if I lose, built-in excuses, ladies and gentlemen. is it just me or what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? I think that fighters nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, this is just my input, you know, my humble opinion on this. Fighters should just be quiet about this whole, you know, this is not my weight class and I'm gonna fight him anyway because, you know, I'm just gonna fight him, and, you know, I think we should all just be quiet about that. You know, I definitely respect, I don't know, okay? Because these guys say a lot of things, and, you know, the cameras are in front of these fighters' faces and they say lots of things, and I don't know what they all say. They say a lot of freaking things, you know what I'm saying, about a lot of things. All these questions and all these reporters asking a lot of things, but you know, there are some fighters out there who take losses and they take them at, you know, and they just take the L's and that's it. No excuses. This is why I respect AJ. I've been saying this for a minute concerning AJ, and he's not the only fighter. Fighters who take losses and they accept it and they move on in life, man. You know, they don't whine and pout and create a bunch of excuses. You go back years. You go back to Manny Pacquiao when he fought Mayweather. What did he say right after he lost? What did Manny Pacquiao say right after he lost? Well, you know, my shoulder was hurting and, you know, I didn't perform like I could, you know, and I was just, you know, and they come up with a lot of these excuses. You know, I personally think that's lame. I personally think that's lame. You go back to AJ. You go back to AJ. When he lost twice against Usyk, from what I understand, okay, like I said, these fighters say lots of things, and I don't have them under a freaking microscope. I don't know everything they say, but from what I understand and know, Anthony Joshua hasn't, you know, he says there's no excuses to this. There's no excuses. I lost. The best man won, and I love that in fighters, ladies and gentlemen. But when fighters come out, especially in the lead up to a fight, especially, you know, in the lead up, they haven't even fought their freaking opponent, ladies and gentlemen. And they're coming already out, you know, they're coming out with excuses already. You know, I'm going to fight this guy, but, you know, I got a rehydration clause, so I'm not going to be 100. Then don't sign the contract, ladies and gentlemen. That's my thing on this as a boxing fan, and I gotta hear you. I gotta see your comments in the comment section. What do you think about this? I want to hear you, okay, please, because there's lots of different opinions. But my thing on it is this, because this is where it causes a whole bunch of, you know, chaos in the boxing community with fans, you know, getting back to that to Rigondeaux, getting back to all these fighters, you know. Well, you know, he was a smaller guy. Then if your smaller guy was man enough, you know what I'm saying, and professional enough to move up and make weight and fight that person in that division, then hush puppies. Simple as that. You know, I don't dig that Lomachenko's coming out and saying, yo, well, you know, 130, everybody knows when, and I love Lomachenko, ladies and gentlemen. I love him. This is no video to, you know, of course not, you know, far from hating and stuff like that. But what do I say in all my introductions, ladies and gentlemen? A platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze. So we critique because we look at it objectively, everything face value. We see what's going on, what people are saying. You know, that's part of the sport. And that's part of this platform, definitely. So I love Lomachenko, man. I gotta say that. Like I said at the beginning of this fight, man. Beginning of this video. You know, I think this fight is great. I think this is gonna be a wonderful fight, Haney and Lomachenko. Those who haven't tuned into our live sessions, man, when we chop up my guy LeVar, salute to my guy, man, my co-host. You know, when we chop it up in our live sessions, we chop this up. I mean, Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, and it's gonna be a great fight, man. These guys are highly skilled. I love these guys, man. Elite level boxing right here, ladies and gentlemen. 135, that's what I'm talking about. But what I don't like is that Lomachenko's coming out and saying that, you know, everybody knows I'm not 135, so then what are you saying? So what are you trying to say to the community out there? What are you trying to say to fight fans out there? That if you lose, it's because that's not your weight? Come on now, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on with these fighters? You know, and the names I named, you already know, man. The names I named. And I know a lot of people don't like this, but it's fine. This is just my opinion. Canelo moving up to fight Bivol, I think that was awesome, man. You know, even though he lost, hey, it is what it is. You know, but there's no excuses for Canelo losing to Bivol. No excuses. Bivol was the more skilled fighter, is the more skilled fighter. And if Canelo's gonna move up again to fight him at 175 again, hey, respect, man. But if you lose, you lose. No excuses. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? No excuses. And I don't think I've heard from Canelo saying about Bivol and him losing, well, you know, he was the bigger guy and that's not my weight division. I don't think I've heard that from him. And I respect that in fighters, man, when they do that. And if he has said that, well, that's just another excuse. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he has said that. So my respect to fighters, that's what I'm trying to say here, that move up to a division that's not theirs and they get smashed and beat up or whatever, they lose very convincingly, and they don't say any excuses, man. They just, hey, I lost and it is what it is. I lost to the better man. So if, you know what I'm saying, when Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight, and if Devin Haney wins, I'm edging it towards Devin Haney, but I don't have a full prediction yet because it's going to be a really close. I don't know, man. I'm still, you know, mind boggled about it. I'm still just thinking about it, pondering about it, seeing, you know, thinking about who's really going to win. Because we don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Lomachenko couldn't, you know, outclass Devin Haney. I mean, he has those skills, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? He has those skills. But if Devin Haney comes in there and just beats Lomachenko, I don't want to hear Lomachenko's side. And the post-press conference, you know, is bruised up or whatever, cut up, and, you know, well, you know, I told you guys I was a smaller guy, and I don't want to hear it either from Ryan Garcia when he gets knocked out. I'm just kidding. Hey, that fight can go 12 rounds. It can. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? If, you know, Tank Davis went almost 12 rounds, I think he knocked out Gamboa, you know, late in the fight, but, you know, he went 12 rounds with Pitbull, and I know he hurt his hand or whatever, but hey, it can happen. It can happen. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis can go 12 rounds. Who knows, right? But I doubt it, but who knows? But I don't want to hear it. So I'm trying to say, man, if Ryan Garcia loses against Tank, which I think he will, I think he definitely will, okay? But we'll see, right? Boxing is just full of surprise, and it's wonderful, you know what I'm saying? That's why I love the sport. But if Ryan Garcia gets hurt, man, in this fight, ladies and gentlemen, I do not want to hear from him. And you know it's most likely going to happen. If he does lose, he's going to come out and saying, I told you guys, man, that rehydration clause, it really got me weak, and I couldn't get it. Now I want the rematch, and blah, blah, blah. And then, and then he'll go back to running his mouth again and want the rematch, and it's going to be a whole show, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to hear that, though. That's what I'm trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to hear that. Did you hear that? In yesteryear of the sport, man, me and my guy were talking about it, me and my guy LeVar, and, you know, last live session, that we're just in a different era. We're just in a different era in the sport of boxing. Coming out with built-in excuses. It gets to me, man, you know, but I gotta hear from you. Do you guys think that this is a built-in excuse? You saw the quote. You can even check out, you know, the interview. It's out there on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, of Lomachenko saying that, you know, that this is not his weight class. So what Lomachenko is kind of saying is that if I lose, it's kind of implying that if I lose, well, I'm the smaller guy anyway, so, you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't buy that stuff. I don't buy that. So a fighter coming into his fight already saying these kinds of things, where's your mind at? You know, what's your mindset then? Are you expecting to lose then, or what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? You know, enough with these excuses with these fighters, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? And enough of this babysitting these fighters. You know, I'm talking about the fans. So it is what it is, man. So what do you guys think? Comment in the comment section, man. I appreciate each and every one of you. Comment. Opinionated way. You already know it. RENEBOXYOUNG, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, and talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. I appreciate each and every one of you. Like it up, share it up. Y'all know what it is. Peace.